Reinforce your skills number 3. Start a new document using the blank document template and save it as R3 Fundraiser. Step 2. Begin typing the letter. Remember to use autocomplete to help with the dates and let word wrap do its thing, meaning even though, and if you look in the example, the words car wash, as in Kids for Change will hold a car wash, might break the line beginning with the word fundraiser to collect $300. We're not going to press the enter key unless we have the instructions indicate that the enter key must be pressed. So we're only going to press the enter key when you see in the illustration the enter key appear. Here, for instance, we are not going to press the enter key to begin typing fundraiser. We're going to continue typing until we reach the point where the body of text meets the margin of the page. And we're just about that point as we type the word the space bar, and begin the word center, which is automatically going to be pushed to the next line. Microsoft Word will do it for us. We are not going to press the enter key again until we see that indicated in the illustration. Step 3. Type the following using the numbering feature. So in the Home tab in the Paragraph command group, we need to click 1, 2, 3 to begin typing our numbered list. And press the enter key to begin the second item in the numbered list. Step 4. In the first item, position the insertion point in front of Jake's. So that means to the left of the J in Jake's. Tap enter. And then demote the line by tapping the tab key. 5. Position the insertion point in front of Beulah's. Here. And tap enter to generate the next line. Step 6. Continue modifying the list, deleting extraneous punctuation and words as shown. So we want Jake's, Beulah's. We no longer need the space or the comma after Beulah's Diner, so we'll erase that before pressing the enter key and erasing the word or and just leaving Dick's Grocery Store. Step 7. In item 3, position the insertion point of hose. Tap enter, then demote the line. Step 8. Organize the list as shown, deleting unnecessary punctuation and words. If Word automatically capitalizes the words in each line, correct this and make everything lowercase. So we're essentially eliminating all of the... First, we'll focus on eliminating all of the spaces and commas and the word or here. And if you point at each one of those words, instead of erasing it, you can actually use this little lightning bolt that appears by clicking on that small blue line. It has a lightning bolt, and then we can choose undo automatic capitalization for each one of those. Point to the line. Basically, we're pointing to the capital letter that exists. Click on the lightning bolt and choose undo automatic capitalization. Step number 9. Select all list items. That's including the demoted list. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. We want to select everything, 1 through 5, and their demoted list. And instead of being numbered, we're going to change it to bullets by clicking bullets in the paragraph command group. 10. Position the insertion point at the end of the last bulleted item. That's after car wash. And then tap enter 3 times to turn off the bullets and also create a blank line. Step 11. Type the following sentence, intentionally making the typos as shown. Step 12. Correct the spelling error in the last line. We can either right click on that. I'm going to zoom in closer here. We can either right click on it and choose session. Actually, I think I just noticed an error. I'm going to eliminate this comma here. And another error that I just noticed. I need a W here. At any rate, if you go to the review tab and choose spelling and grammar, it will not only check that one, but it'll also check any others as well. So you can either choose review, proofing, spelling and grammar, or press the F7 key. Or for this one specifically, you can just right click on it and again choose the recommendation, which is session. Step number 13. Right-click the word options in the first bullet point. And choose choices from the synonyms menu. And I think I just noticed another typographical error. This should say our choices. Step 14, move the insertion point to the end of the document. We can either scroll down and click here or press Control End and tap Enter twice. Then type the letters closing. 15, save the file in PDF format and then close Adobe Acrobat Reader if it opens or some other subsequent PDF program that may open as a result of doing that. And we're keeping the same name. So on my computer, Adobe Acrobat Reader is not automatically opening up. If it had, I would close that and then but keep Microsoft Word open before doing step 16, which is to save and close this file. Step 17, open a 3-page document named R3 How to Wash a Car. Step 18, use the following notes, navigating through this longer document. First, use 2 keystrokes to position the insertion point at the end of the document. That's holding down the Control key and tapping End on the keyboard 1 time. Hold down Control and tap End. Second, use 2 keystrokes to move the insertion point to the top of the document. Hold down the Control key and tap Home on the keyboard. Use an arrow key to move down 1 line. That's just using the down arrow key, the arrow facing downward. And then finally use 1 keystroke to move to the end of the line. That's pressing the End key. And then use a keystroke to move back to the beginning of the line. That's the Home key just by itself, without the subsequent Control key. 19. Use the following text selection techniques. Position the insertion point at the top of the document. And then use mouse clicks to select introduction. So just with mouse clicks, we would double click introduction in order to select it. With introduction still selected, select how and wash in the next heading, and then click to deselect. So we could double click how and wash. What we could also do is with introduction still selected, we could hold down the Control key and double click how and wash as well, and then release the Control key to select them non-consecutively, even though the textbook does not necessarily say that we must. Lastly, use 2 keystrokes to select the entire document. That's holding down the Control key and tapping the letter A on the keyboard. Step 20. Use the following notes to observe the document in various views. First, position the insertion point at the top of the document. Second, display the document in read mode. Using the status bar button, and then page through the document. I'm going to do that back again. So I went to the View tab, and in the Views area, click Read Mode. It said that it recommended that we use the status bar. Status bar is down here, and specifically, if you click on the Open Book icon, it brings you to the same area as well. So if you're trying to use the status bar to do it, you would click here. Display the document in web layout using the status bar button. That's the page with the globe icon next to it. This is how it would appear as a web page. And then finally switch back to print layout view. That's the icon in the center of both of them. Step 21, close the document and exit Word. If it asks you to save changes, click Don't Save.